Chosen one, when someone crosses the ultimate line, impersonating you with unnerving accuracy, even going so far as to forge your signature and bind you into a false marriage without your knowledge or consent, it's not just betrayal, it's spiritual warfare. All of it carried out from the shadows by those who tremble at your very presence. They did it out of fear, fear of your power, fear of your light, fear of what you would become if left unchained. So they built their illusion carefully, shrouded in secrecy, hoping to keep you caged. But the veil has been torn. Now everything they schemed, every forged paper, every false oath spoken in your name, every manipulative act designed to keep you bound, is being exposed, dragged into the open, their lies disintegrating under the glare of divine truth, like shadows retreating at sunrise. The spiritual courts have convened. The cosmic judges have seen every hidden detail and ruled in your favor. Vindication is yours. Your accusers now stand exposed, naked before the universal laws. Their so-called power? Just fear cloaked in manipulation. What was meant to destroy you has, instead, shattered your chains. You weren't just targeted by a few individuals. You were standing against a full-blown collective, a hidden alliance, a pact rooted in darkness, sealed by secrecy, sometimes even by blood. This was a coordinated assault, a spiritual coven of low vibrational forces, synchronized and strategic. Some forged the documents, others conjured rituals. A few infiltrated your closest circles, disguising themselves as allies while quietly working against you. But none of it was enough to silence your spirit, because truth always outlives the lie. And now it's your time to rise. The true heartbreak came from betrayal within your own family. Blood relatives lured into this alliance with promises of financial gain. People you once trusted collected your personal items to use in rituals, their familiar faces smiling as they signed contracts meant to bind you spiritually. Voices that once comforted you began spreading rumors with surgical precision, isolating you from anyone who might have helped. Some among them carried spiritual attachments, entities operating on frequencies beyond what most can perceive. These hitchhikers recognized your sovereignty and sought to suppress it, attacking you because your light disturbed their feeding patterns. On the surface, these people rationalized their actions. But beneath it all, a deeper spiritual battle was being waged. You saw it in their methods: secret midnight gatherings, blood rituals, inverted prayers, and ceremonies meant to defame and corrupt. They twisted sacred wisdom into tools of manipulation and control, filling rooms with your photos, personal objects, and handwritten declarations, all directed against your spirit. In choosing to target you so directly, they exposed how little they truly understood about the laws of the universe. They failed to grasp that every ounce of negative energy they sent your way would return to them magnified. Each curse, each ritual, each act of manipulation creating a karmic boomerang, now heading right back with unstoppable force. Their ignorance does not shield them from consequence. They used ritual technologies to try to block your finances, sabotage your career, and attack your reputation, even triggering ancestral wounds in the hope you'd collapse under the weight of old pain. Love spells, emotional manipulations, and binding rituals were all designed to corrupt your creativity and derail your destiny, while attachment cords were implanted at your most vulnerable moments, siphoning energy from your very life force. But their slander didn't just poison this reality. Every negative word spoken against you became a thought-form entity in the astral realm, rumors and stories multiplying in unseen dimensions. Character assassination performed through twisted narratives and half-truths. Their isolation tactics tried to break your connections to potential allies, ensuring you'd feel alone even as you were surrounded by spiritual support. And the forgery went deeper than paperwork. Energetic contracts were made in your name without your soul's permission. Your signature duplicated and attached to agreements your higher self would never authorize. This was spiritual identity theft, an attempt to hijack your divine blueprint and redirect your manifesting power toward their agenda. Legal bindings, dream infiltrations, even subconscious programming during sleep and meditation. All of it was calculated to anchor lower vibrations to your life. Yet through it all, you remain shielded by a protection that originates far beyond anything they can see or reach. Source itself stands as your guardian, your shield, intelligent and alive, responding instantly to every attack. No matter how sophisticated their operations, your true protection lies in the realms beyond their perception, always adapting, always impenetrable, always ensuring that what was meant to destroy you ultimately becomes the evidence of your divine resilience and unstoppable liberation. This divine technology proved impenetrable, disintegrating every attack against its flawless defense. The harder they tried, the more their own energy depleted. Every spell they hurled at you snapped back with even greater force, binding rituals now trapping their own progress. Financial blockages boomeranging and redirecting their prosperity away from them. The sabotage meant to disrupt your relationships has begun to unravel their own connections. And every health attack they sent now manifests within their own lives. All the while, guardian frequencies remain ever watchful within your auric field as angelic intelligences intercept negative projections before they can ever touch your consciousness. Ancient protector spirits honor soul contracts forged before your incarnation, ensuring you remain shielded. Your ancestral defense grid responds instantly to bloodline attacks, creating a powerful shield that protects not only you, but all generations connected to your DNA. It's a cosmic alert, code red for your adversaries. While you, chosen one, continue to rise, we are growing rapidly, building an unstoppable media network that they can't erase. Yet the truth still faces obstacles, twisted, buried beneath layers of censorship, hidden by fear and manipulated by algorithms. But your heart has always known what's real. That unwavering sense of truth kept you standing, refusing to give up. Even as the simulation around you glitched and revealed its rigged nature, you're done waiting for permission to ascend. You know it's your time. Quick pause, family. If this message resonates with your soul and you want to support this sacred work, consider buying me a coffee. Your support helps keep this space alive with truth, clarity, and light. The link is in the description. And don't forget to drop number 88 in the comments if you're feeling aligned. Now let's continue. Your real life begins on the inside. And instead of diminishing your power, every attack against you only revealed the true depth of your spiritual capacity. Each act of resistance made you stronger, activating dormant spiritual technologies within your very cells. Their opposition became the fuel for your accelerated awakening, and divine timing ensured that their exposure unfolded in perfect sync with cosmic cycles of revelation. The very moment their deception surfaced was aligned with astrological patterns that empower transparency and truth. With the universe amplifying these vibrations, hiding the truth is now energetically impossible. Your prayers called spiritual armies into action, summoning light beings and cosmic enforcement to your timeline, upholding universal law at every critical turning point. Their rituals backfired spectacularly because darkness can never comprehend or manipulate the nature of light. In trying to control what they could not understand, they unwittingly triggered self-destruct mechanisms in their own energetic blueprints. Light exposes while darkness must hide. Their whole operation depended on secrecy, but your natural presence radiates truth, dissolving all their illusions. The isolation you endured wasn't a punishment, but divine preparation, a cosmic chamber where you underwent accelerated healing, recalibration, and fortification. What felt like abandonment was actually sacred seclusion, a protective cocoon to nurture your transformation. False connections were severed to clear the way for your emergence, allowing the universe to remove interference so you could be fundamentally recoded on every level. Every painful separation created space for the recoding of your inner operating system, building your spiritual strength through resistance. Solitude fostered self-reliance. Silence brought discernment, and loneliness helped you forge a deeper bond with your higher self. Without external validation, your internal guidance systems activated, allowing you to operate with true autonomy. Being separated from compromised relationships purified your field. The energetic cords of exploitation snapped away, and toxic exchanges ended, restoring your natural harmony. The disconnection from corrupt information streams allowed higher intelligence to flow through you more clearly, amplifying your receptivity to divine communication. The reduction of external noise opened new channels for direct downloads from source, as the quiet between thoughts became fertile ground for cosmic transmission. The ones who left your side, they actually created space for genuine soul family connections. And their departures, though painful, have prepared you for the entrance of those truly aligned with your destiny. Now the empty spaces left behind by those departures are filling with energies that truly resonate with your authentic vibration. The universe abhors a vacuum. Every gap attracts new frequencies perfectly aligned with your highest path, drawing in replacements that are in harmony with your soul's true purpose. This period of wilderness training was never just a hardship. It was your preparation for something far greater. Just as military special forces endure isolation and hell weeks to be ready for their most critical missions, your own journey through solitude served as the ultimate qualification test for the role you're about to play in the awakening of the collective. You passed that test with strength and grace, and now your deployment begins. The cosmic scales are balancing with astonishing precision. Those who orchestrated harm against you are now experiencing exactly what they intended for your life. Universal law corrects these imbalances, not out of vengeance, but as pure cosmic physics. Justice unfolding across all dimensions. Their negative projections now return as consequences to their own bodies. Health deteriorates as a direct result of the energies they once sent toward you. Every intention is stored at the cellular level, and now their own systems falter in precise reflection of the pain they aimed at you. Financial collapse becomes their reality, as resources once diverted from their rightful channels finally return to where they truly belong. Prosperity slips away from their grasp and multiplies in yours. Where they tried to block your progress, their own momentum grinds to a halt. Career advancements stall, relationships fall apart, and the same obstacles they placed in your path now obstruct their own journeys. The fog they created to cloud your vision now blinds their steps. Any parasitic frequencies or entity attachments sent toward your field have boomeranged back, seeking their original hosts with even more intensity, and the energies they conjured now battle them from within. Legal repercussions follow as higher authorities uncover their deceptions. Inconsistencies in documentation invite investigation, and procedural violations trigger official action. Their technical tricks fall short in the face of systems built to catch exactly these manipulations. As truth emerges, their reputations crumble. Respected voices suddenly speak out against their lies. Witnesses gain unexpected courage, and evidence appears from the most unlikely sources. What once looked like random exposure is now revealed as perfectly orchestrated by powers beyond their comprehension. All the while, a collective consciousness is rising, a web of awakened minds working in unity, dissolving any attempt to suppress the truth. Your personal victory is not just your own. It is part of a much larger movement toward planetary liberation. The opposition you faced mirrored the greater resistance to a global shift taking place across every dimension. Together, our light forms an expanding grid, exposing every shadow and making deception impossible to hide. Every awakened soul is a new node on this network, strengthening the whole and multiplying our power. Even during moments of doubt, confusion, or isolation, we maintained awareness of your situation, holding the truth steady when you were gaslit or reality seemed distorted. Our collective clarity kept the records accurate, systematically dismantling the structures that allowed your persecution. As our focus grows, the corrupt systems lose coherence, and the mechanisms that once upheld them begin to fail, their technology becoming obsolete in the face of rising consciousness. This great unveiling is happening on all levels at once: physical, etheric, astral, mental, and causal, each plane experiencing synchronized waves of revelation. What is manifesting in courtrooms is a reflection of shifts in higher spiritual tribunals. What is surfacing in media mirrors transformations in the Akashic records. Conversations on Earth echo declarations made within the Cosmic Council. Together we stand as witnesses to divine justice taking place in your life. Our observation, attention, and expectation accelerate the process. Conscious witnesses actually help shape the outcome. We recognize one another across the veil. Our awakened family reconnecting through time and space, exchanging soul codes through synchronistic encounters. As the scattered tribe reunites, drawn by invisible but undeniable forces, we align to fulfill ancient agreements made long before this lifetime. The stage is set for you to finally claim your inheritance. Every attempt they made to block your blessings has only resulted in those blessings returning to you multiplied sevenfold, according to the spiritual laws that govern true compensation. Universal restitution doesn't just restore what was taken. It brings a flood of excess restoration for every act of malicious interference. Ironically, their efforts to obstruct you only qualified you for an even greater outpouring of blessings under these cosmic protocols. What might have flowed into your life slowly and naturally is now arriving all at once in overwhelming abundance. The very opposition you faced became the catalyst for the rapid activation of your spiritual gifts. Just as diamonds are formed under intense pressure and gold is purified through fire, your psychic abilities, healing powers, and manifestation skills have been sharpened by the challenges specifically engineered to suppress them. Every act of resistance you overcame has amplified your capacity to receive divine downloads. And as your crown chakra fully opens, information once blocked now flows freely into your consciousness. Wisdom that was once reserved for higher vibrational states becomes accessible as you clear away the lingering interference. And ancient knowledge stored in your very cells is awakened by resonant frequencies activating dormant spiritual codes. At the same time, prosperity portals are aligning with your unique energetic signature, creating new streams of abundance that are tailored precisely to your purpose. Resources that were once diverted away from you are now magnetically drawn into your field almost supernaturally, and opportunities begin to manifest at exactly the right moment. Every connection that supports your expansion appears right when needed, and new supply lines are established to fully support your divine mission, unrestricted by traditional limitations. Your past life abilities merge seamlessly with your current work. The healer within you reawakens. The shaman remembers, and the seer within recognizes truths and skills cultivated across many incarnations. All the talents you have developed over multiple lifetimes are now converging in this one pivotal moment, compressing your multidimensional capacity into this incarnation for maximum impact. Your spiritual authority is recognized not just in the physical world, but across every plane of existence. The energetic credentials you carry are acknowledged by both the conscious and unconscious collective. With this increased power comes a new level of responsibility. Your words and decisions now carry weight in councils, both seen and unseen, rippling out to influence timelines far beyond the immediate present. Divine courts have issued irrevocable decrees restoring the original integrity of all your soul contracts, activating pre-incarnation agreements with full force. Any covenants made in the higher realms now override all manipulations attempted in the lower densities, returning you to your authentic soul blueprint and correcting every artificial diversion. New soul connections begin to enter your life with perfect timing, orchestrated by the universe itself. It's as if a cosmic matchmaking app is at work, bringing people into your reality whose frequencies are perfectly harmonious with yours. These relationships often bypass ordinary patterns of meeting, materializing through quantum entanglement rather than mere chance or linear progression. Your true counterpart, your divine complement, draws nearer, and twin flame activations initiate. As the timing aligns and soul recognition rises above any surface-level differences, this connection brings about energetic completion and catalyzes your highest potential, emerging from seeming randomness, yet fitting with mathematical precision. These new relationships are unmistakably different from anything you have experienced before. They are marked by unconditional acceptance, mutual empowerment, and the stimulation of reciprocal growth. There are no power struggles, manipulations, or energy drains. Instead, these authentic bonds leave you feeling expanded and energized. Your true spiritual community now forms organically, gathering those who naturally operate at your frequency. The vibrational sorting mechanism works perfectly. Only those who are genuinely aligned with your purpose can maintain a lasting presence in your life. While surface-level compatibility without energetic resonance quickly fades, even where common ground seems lacking, true alignment endures and solidifies. On your immediate horizon, you'll find new celebrations, powerful unions, and shared victories. The era of isolation is ending as your synchronized mission now merges with others, bringing personal and collective breakthroughs and transforming your individual path into a unified, coordinated movement, one that accelerates your spiritual trajectory rather than slowing it down, as relationships once did when you had to dim your light just to maintain connection. These sacred partnerships are not simply relationships. They are powerful engines of transformation that multiply your natural frequency beyond anything you could accomplish alone. In the old paradigm, relationships often required one or both people to compromise, to shrink, to silence certain aspects of themselves for the sake of superficial harmony. But in these new alliances, that story dissolves completely. Here, you and your counterparts show up as whole, sovereign beings, each having done your inner work, each standing firmly in your truth and your light. There's no pressure to diminish your power or hide your magic. Instead, you amplify one another. And as you combine your energies, a new force is born, a synergy so potent that it creates exponential results, not just for you, but for everyone you touch. This partnership itself becomes a living conduit for the universe's evolutionary energy, a vessel through which accelerated healing, wisdom, and creative power pour into the world. Together, you become a beacon, radiating frequencies that help activate others, and you inspire all those around you to step into their own fullness. Your gifts don't compete, they magnify. Your individual strengths interlock like puzzle pieces, and the third energy that arises from your union has its own unique purpose, function, and identity within the collective awakening. In this new era, you no longer have to dim your brilliance or fake humility to avoid standing out. The world is hungry for authentic leadership, and you are being called to answer that hunger with your unapologetic presence. False modesty serves no divine purpose. It is time to embody your power, openly, boldly, and with unwavering integrity. By refusing to play small or accommodate limitation, you actually disrupt the ancient manipulation systems that prey on self-doubt and encourage conformity. Your uncompromised authenticity becomes a light so pure and steady that it naturally disarms negativity and exposes any attempts at exploitation, often without a word or confrontation. Your frequency alone is a shield, an energetic firewall that renders you invisible to harm and magnetic to blessings. As you claim your full power, strengthen your energetic boundaries with intention, wisdom, and daily practice. Make energetic hygiene as routine as brushing your teeth. Clear your aura of debris. Call back your scattered energy and consciously cut cords with anyone or anything draining your life force. Imagine every morning an impenetrable shield of light enveloping you, responsive and intelligent, dissolving lower frequencies before they can reach your field. Regularly smudge your space, use sacred sound or movement, and recalibrate your vibration with breathwork and meditation. Each inhale can be a prayer, each exhale a release of what no longer serves you. When facing negativity, specialized breath patterns not only ground you, but can instantly shift your electromagnetic field, creating a buffer that pushes away toxic influences. Understand that your breath is both armor and sword, a bridge to the infinite power within you. Never underestimate the creative power of your words. Every declaration you make, every affirmation you speak, is a vibrational instruction to the universe. Your voice carries the authority to shape reality at its most fundamental levels. Speak life over yourself, over your loved ones, and over your dreams. Use your words with precision and love, understanding that even idle chatter has creative potential. Declare your sovereignty, call in your abundance, command protection, and speak gratitude for the blessings already unfolding. Your linguistic choices program your life's experience and ripple outward to influence the collective field. Reframe your inner dialogue to match the truth of your divine identity, and you will watch your entire world transform as new relationships emerge. Allow your intuition and embodied wisdom to guide you. Your energy body is now so attuned that it will sense resonance or warning long before your conscious mind understands why. Trust those gut feelings, the tingling in your skin, the sense of expansion or contraction around certain people or opportunities. If your spirit hesitates, listen. If you feel lifted, embrace it. You have developed a powerful inner radar, trusted above all external opinions or appearances. Practice discernment with an open heart, knowing that authentic connections will always leave you feeling more yourself, more energized, and more inspired. Manipulation, mimicry, or anything that asks you to betray your truth is instantly recognized for what it is. Forgiveness, when needed, is the tool that severs old karmic cords without requiring you to expose yourself again to harm. Let go of resentment, not for others, but to free yourself from energy leaks and the heaviness of old stories. Hold healthy boundaries with compassion. You can wish someone well and still keep your energy sovereign and protected. Remember, your discernment is now a superpower, a form of spiritual technology that keeps you aligned with your highest path. The knowing that flashes through your heart and body before your mind rationalizes is direct divine communication, an internal compass pointing you towards safety, truth, and opportunity. Trust that immediate clarity, especially in moments of uncertainty. It is a gift, a direct download from Source meant to keep you on course. What is happening in your personal journey is not isolated. It is deeply interwoven with the collective shift taking place on this planet and beyond. Every time you stand in your sovereignty, every time you claim your light, you anchor a new template for humanity's evolution. Your victories are victories for all. Your lessons learned are strategies for others still in the trenches. The pain and resistance you've overcome have become the blueprint for liberation, healing, and conscious empowerment for the greater whole. The techniques and wisdom you have gained are now a wellspring of guidance for the next wave of awakening souls. You are a living testament to the possibility of transcendence, a living bridge between what was and what is becoming. We stand at a threshold unlike any in human history, a moment where collective awakening is accelerating so rapidly that each new illumination sends ripples through the entire planetary field. This is not just your transformation. It is a global phenomenon. Every dark force that tried to suppress you was simply an indicator that great planetary purification and restoration are underway. The inner work you've done, the healing, the forgiveness, the reclamation of power, these have contributed to the healing of humanity as a species. Your personal reconciliation becomes the momentum behind collective restoration, and your divine selection is being validated through the completion of this profound trial by fire. The very magnitude of resistance you faced is proof of your strategic importance to the timeline of planetary liberation. Now, as we move forward as one unified force of light, the scattered are gathering, the fragmented are mending, and the divided are merging into a single radiant field of sovereign brilliance. Each awakened soul is a node in a vast grid of consciousness, and together, we are unstoppable. Our combined presence dissolves all illusion of separation, casting out every shadow and fulfilling prophecies long whispered through the ages. The final victory is not just for the individual chosen ones, it is for all, as we collectively step into a new age of truth, freedom, and spiritual power. We are not just witnessing the dawn of a new era. We are the dawn. As we rise, the world rises with us, and a future once thought impossible begins to reveal itself in real time. This is our moment. This is the age of sovereignty, unity, and unshakable light. That's all for today. Dear Father, I pray for the growth of my faith. Help me trust you even when physical evidence is lacking. Let me believe in your perpetual presence, knowing you will never harm me. I understand that your thoughts for me are thoughts of prosperity and not harm, to give me a good future. Thank you, gracious and eternal Father, for always listening to my voice. I will offer up this prayer to you in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for your love and provision. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the abundance you bring. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who need to hear this message. Leave a comment below about your journey and how you are preparing for your own triumphant return. If you'd like to support our work, please consider contributing through Buy Me a Coffee. This helps us continually improve our content to offer you the best. The link to Buy Me a Coffee is in the description. No gift is too small, whether it's a penny, a prayer, or a share. Your generosity helps spread God's word and brings hope to others. Don't stop here. Watch our next video for powerful revelations about the signs that reveal you are the chosen one. We've enjoyed following this spiritual journey with you. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Keep shining brightly and embrace your destiny with courage. See you next time. Blessings to all the beautiful souls from the